how do you think gene editing will shape the future of the cannabis industry?
Um, I think, and I'm going to probably use these both hand in hand, whether it's gene editing or whether it's genetically modifying something. Again, I think we can get to endpoints quicker. I think we can start thinking out of the box as far as what we might be able to do with the cannabis plant. Like I said, for 80 years we haven't done any research really, or not much research. I shouldn't say any because breeding cannabis for THC was remarkable, right? We've got
Mm.
plants that are 30 plus THC plants, and that's all through breeding and
Yeah.
trial and error and stuff. But thinking about what the plant may not do on its own very well. Thinking about some of the rare cannabinoids that a lot of you know, I saw last year at CannMed, people were interested in CBG, CBC,
Yep.
some of the THCV or CBDVs, things that the plant doesn't make very much of. We might be able to breed that, might be able to, through many years and many iterations of breeding, get to that point. But I think with all the information we have, with the pangenome out there now, we can really narrow down on how to make a plant that's got, 15 to 20% CBC,
Mm.
which we don't have something like that now. I think pharmaceutical companies would be really interested to see, what that could do. Um, make a plant that's has disease resistance. PM is out there. Hop latent viroid is out there.
Yep.
Are there ways we can quickly try to change the plant so that it's doing something it wouldn't normally do on its own? Um, and then not to speak of all the other things I think that are outside the medical world, right?
Right.
The industrial hemp, I think, is
Sure.
gaining huge steam, and it's all a matter of time before we're growing hemp just like we're growing corn and soybeans, I think.
Excellent. Yeah, and so you mentioned the service that you offer there at the University of Wisconsin, where you will actually do sort of gene editing for companies or researchers or things like that. So, I mean, if you can divulge, what sort of traits are they interested in creating?
Yeah, so we do work for other people, but we also have some internal work going on as well, and that's what
Mhm.
I'll be presenting at CannMed this year. But I hear a lot of people, like what I just said, are interested in a lot of the rares, or something that the plant just doesn't produce very much of. I've heard canflavins talked about quite a bit.
Yeah.
Canflavin A and B. Plant makes just a little bit of it, but they've been implicated at a lot of different, potentially cancer research, all kinds of stuff, and a lot of the rares as well. Inflammation. I hear a lot of that for CBC, CBG, um, and then uh, other interests might be nutrition. Uh, Seeds, hemp seeds. Can we make them even more nutritious than they are? Can we add certain amino acids that may not be there for chickens, for instance? Um, and then, in industrial hemp again, can we make the hemp plant uh, sequester heavy metals more than it does? Because we know
Mm.
it does somewhat. Can we make it even better? Um, Capturing carbon. Hemp is a wonderful, it's a wonderful sustainable plant, and it's got a huge root mass, and I think it'd be a great target for capturing carbon.
Wow.